Hi everyone! In this video, I will be giving you a tour of the library website, introducing the many resources you have access to. To get to the library website, you can either use the direct URL, atsu.edu/library, or access the library from the ATSU portal. I recommend using the ATSU portal for off-campus students to make sure you are properly authenticated and don't run into any issues accessing our resources. Let's start by going over the search bar on the library homepage. This search bar allows you to search Still OneSearch, the library's custom database that searches through many of our databases at once, as well as searches for ebooks, videos, and more. You can use the tabs in this section to search in other highly used tools. UpToDate gives you a link to our most popular point-of-care tool. The third tab allows you to search directly in Dynamed, Rehabilitation Reference Center, or Lexidental, three more of our point-of-care tools. Using the PubMed tab, you can search PubMed directly from the library homepage. Lastly, the eBooks tab allows you to search specifically for ebooks in our collection. The Reserve a Study Seat button is for reserving SATA rooms at our on-campus locations. The Ask a Librarian button takes you to a form where you can ask for help and your request or question will be routed to the appropriate librarian. You can also use this form to submit an interlibrary loan request. The Research Tools section of the library website links some of our most well-used and most important tools. The Databases link will take you to our A to Z databases list, which lets you browse through the many databases we offer. There is also a link to search our ebook catalog if you are only interested in looking for ebooks and don't want to sort through all the results in Still OneSearch. Browse eJournals will take you to Browsine, an app for browsing journals in our collection. You will also find a link to get to Still OneSearch's advanced search features. Still ScholarWorks is ATSU's institutional repository, where you can find work produced by ATSU faculty, students, and staff. The Mobile Apps page goes over how to access and use the mobile versions of the library's tools and clinical apps. The Databases and Resource Help Guide provides tutorials and troubleshooting tips for using our databases. Lastly, you can use Request an Article to get to our Ask a Librarian form and submit an interlibrary loan request. The Guides and Services section lists some of our most popular and important guides. I highly recommend you check out these links and familiarize yourself with what the library has to offer. On the library homepage, you will also find a list of upcoming library events and workshops, as well as recent news articles giving you up to date on what the library has been up to. On the right side of the page, you will find a link to your program toolkit, as well as the library's Twitter and Facebook accounts. If you are looking for a comprehensive list of what the library has to offer, including guides, toolkits, services, ebook databases, journal publishers, and research databases, check out our sitemap. Lastly, the LibGuides link will take you to our LibGuide index, a categorical list of all the guides produced by the ATSU library. Here you will find program toolkits, guides that collect resources on specific topics, guides going over how to use library resources, tutorials, course guides, informational guides about research, writing, and publication topics, and guides with more details about library services. Our LibGuides are curated web pages designed to teach you about important topics, highlight key resources, and provide more information on library services and tools. Note that this page is constantly being updated as we revise guides and create new ones. I highly recommend that you spend some time browsing the library website and checking out our LibGuides and topics of interest to you to get a feel for what the library can do. Of course, if you have any questions or want to know more about a specific topic or service, feel free to reach out to your liaison librarian.